A Minnesota native is using her voice and success to help empower other women.
Gretchen Carlson is the author of the New York Times best-selling book, Be Fierce, Stop Harassment and Take Your Power Back. She's back in Minnesota and here with us today. And also here with us is Leader-Chivée, the CEO of All In Together.
The two are partnering up for a number of empowerment workshops across the country. Thanks so much to both of you for coming in.
Thanks for having us. And it's always great to be back home in Minnesota, so thanks.
Yes, welcome back.
So
Gretchen,
you warmed it up for me.
Oh, well, we tried. We tried. But Gretchen, I'll start with you because, of course, a lot of people are familiar with your story. 2016, you yourself, the victim of sexual harassment, filing a lawsuit against Roger Ailes. That wasn't that long ago, but when you think about it, so much has happened since then when we talk about the Me Too movement and women feeling empowered. What was your inspiration for starting this series of workshops, and what do you hope that women get from it?
So when I jumped off the cliff by myself before the Me Too movement or the Golden Globe protests or anything like that, one of the questions that I got a lot was, how do you help the single mom who's working 2 jobs and also being harassed? You know, what can you do for her? And I didn't really have a great answer for that at the time. And so when I partnered up with Lauren and All In Together, through my Gift of Courage Fund, I gave a grant to create the Gretchen Carlson Leadership Initiative specifically for underserved, underprivileged women who don't have the resources that I did to combat this problem. So here we are in our second city, Minneapolis, St. Paul, 2 cities, and we kicked it off in Dallas last month.
How did it go in Dallas, Lauren? What was the response like?
You know, it was so amazing, and I was really blown away, and I called Gretchen afterwards just sort of in shock because, you know, look, women who have experienced domestic violence or harassment have a lot that they're dealing with, and a lot of really pressing issues, in some cases issues of safety and survival. And we really were so blown away that what emerged was that even in those extreme circumstances, the women were so motivated to make a difference, not just for themselves, but for others, and to ensure that other women have the support and the resources that they need. And that really blew us away. And I think what we've learned around the country is that when you give women an opportunity to make a difference, when you help them leverage their collective power and their collective voice, and you give them the tools and the resources to go out and make change, they will, and they want that. And that was really, I mean, I think that's really going to be the legacy of this program. We were blown away.
And so, you know, in the past year, we've come a long ways. We've heard from women speaking out for the first time. Some women have been quiet for decades about what they've experienced, now speaking their truth. But we also have a long ways to go. Gretchen, what do you think needs to be changed?
Well, so the reason for my book was to give all these women a voice who've never been heard before, but then also to move the ball forward. How do we solve this issue? And it's not just with one thing. It's the way we raise our kids in an equal way, sons and daughters. It's getting men involved to help us, you know, hire more women in higher positions and pay us fairly and equally. It's legislation change, which I've been working on Capitol Hill to do that. It's helping the underserved community to have the resources. So it's all of these things that come together to help us solve the problem. But I don't think we're going to put the genie back in the bottle. I think this is here to stay now.
Well stated. And I know you have a lot of family here in town. So what do you enjoy most about just visiting your home state?
Oh my gosh, well, you're wearing the Vikings colors.
Yes.
Go Vikings!
I'm glad you're cheering for them.
Sunday afternoon, I'll be home in time to watch. No, and I hope they get to the Super Bowl, and I'll come back for that.
Oh, that'd be great.
Can you tell I like football?
No, I can't tell.
Well, we love it. We love it. And if you want to learn more about this workshop, the Gretchen Carlson Leadership Initiative Community Workshops tomorrow. It's a partnership with the Minnesota Coalition for Battered Women. It runs from 9 until 12 at the Metropolitan State University in the Eco Lab Community Room. That is in St. Paul. It is free to attend. We do have more information at WCCO.com/links. And I love that childcare is also provided.
Absolutely. So we do need people to register through our website, aitogether.org, but we welcome everyone. And yeah, there'll be babysitters on site. And you know, look, women have a lot that they're dealing with, and we try to make it as easy for them as possible to take action, to make a difference, to come and learn in a community of other women in a supportive and open environment. And you know, we're really proud of being able to bring this to Minneapolis.
And St. Paul.
And St. Paul. St. Paul, sorry.
Well, thanks so much for
coming.
Good luck with your
Enjoy
workshop
the weekend.
tomorrow.
Thanks.
All right.